finding the surface area of the cone is similar to that of a pyramid, where you have to find this lateral surface area. In other words, the area on the outside of the cone. Well, if I actually took a cone and cut it up the side, remember, like a cylinder, and unfolded it, I would actually have a triangle, wouldn't I? Right? Okay? So this whole thing here is going to actually be a triangle, and this part down here is going to be the area of a circle. It also has a slant height, which goes from here down to the base. Okay, if you had to crawl up the outside of a cone. No, we're not talking about an ice cream cone. Okay? It also has an altitude that goes from this vertex, goes down to the middle of the base of the cone. Okay? Two formulas. Actually, this one may be simpler than what the other one is, because lateral surface area is equal to pi RL, where R is the radius, and the scripted L is the slant height. Total surface area is basically the same as before, where you have the L, which is lateral surface area, and pi r squared, isn't that the area of a circle, which is the base? So it's the same basic formula as before, except that you're going to use radiuses instead of straight lines. So on problem number 1, if I want to find the lateral surface area,
You need to find the slant first.
I'm going to use pi r L. I need to find the slant height. Well, from here to here is 12, and from here to here is 9. Can I find basically this side? It's the hypotenuse of that triangle, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'd have 12 squared plus 9 squared will have to equal the slant height squared. So 144 plus 81 equals L squared. So 225 equals L squared, and I think 15 will equal L. So the lateral surface area will be 3.14.
What did you say?
Say what was?
L was
Slant height,
yeah.
15, after we did Pythagorean's theorem on it. Radius happens to be 9, doesn't it?
Yes.
And the slant height we found to be 15. So the lateral surface area, if I take 9 times 15 times 3.14,
423.9. 424. I think it's the pi thing. It's just 3.14. Well, I know that 423.9.
So depending on if you use 3.14 or your little pi button. Now to find the surface area, I have to take the slant height plus the area of the base. So I'm going to take the lateral surface area through 423.9, add it to, how do I find the area of the base of a circle? Pi r squared. So I'd have 423.9 plus 3.14 times, in this case, isn't it 9 is the radius? Squared? So the surface area is going to be 423.9 plus 3.14 times 81. So I'd have 423.9 plus 3.14 times 81.
$254.3.
What's the hypotenuse in a 45, 90? How do we find the hypotenuse?
Square root of 2 times bigger than
Square root of 2 times what?
bigger than the shorter side, or either leg.
I got 678.6. For number one? Yeah. I got 505.1.
Wait, can you explain that to
That's
me?
not 5.
How do I find the hypotenuse?
505.
Are you worried about number 4?
Yes.
We'll get there.
I got 505.
Or the way that these numbers should come out, it's 677.2. Depending on what you use for pi, will make a difference.
See, I use 424.12 plus my pi button.
Yeah. If you use the pi button, you are going to get larger answers because you have more decimal places.
Yeah, it's 505. Can you take 9 squared? Yeah. 81. Yeah.
81 times 3.14 is going to be around 240. I'm going to talk about it. You need to find basically 3 elements. You need to find the radius, right? And the slant height. Okay? The radius is already given to you as 5. Right? I need to find this slant height right here. Well, don't I have a 30, 60, 90 triangle? Okay, this is the hypotenuse on the outside, isn't it?
Yep.
Of that triangle?
Yep.
To go from a 30, 60, 90 to a hypotenuse, it's twice the shorter leg. In this case, the shorter leg is 5, so the slant height is going to be 10.
I just erased all that work since I thought it was wrong. A little bit.
Problem number 3, I still need to find the radius, and I need to find the L so that I can put it into the 2 formulas, right?
Yeah.
Radius happens to be down here. Do I have a right triangle right here?
Yes.
I have a side, and I have a hypotenuse, don't I?
So 12 squared plus x squared equals 13 squared.
So 12 squared plus, I'm going to just say radius squared
Sure.
equals 13 squared.
Yep, I did that.
So r squared would be 169 minus 144.
Yep, which is 25. Square root of 25 is 5.
So the radius is 5,
Yep, now you have your numbers.
and the L we found to be
Plan 13.
already 13.
Yep.
So I have enough numbers to use these 2 formulas to find the total area, right?
Yep. Now we're gonna go 4.
Now we'll get to number 4.
That bag was rolling around and that was very...
I just saw it in my fridge.
It's just going in circles. I lost it.
Okay, number 4. In this case, I already have the radius, don't I?
Yeah.
Which is 4.
Why didn't I?
Okay, here's the radius. Isn't this the hypotenuse that's now the slant height?
Yeah.
In a 45-45 triangle, to go from a leg to the hypotenuse, I have to multiply the leg by the square root of 2. So it would be 4, the square root of 2, which is equivalent to,
5.60.
Oh, dang, I could've done this the whole time.
so do I have enough information now to use those formulas? I would have pi r L, so the lateral surface area would be 3.14 times a radius of 4 times a slant height of 566. So what's the lateral surface area?
71.1.
I didn't hear you.
71 something.
71.1. 71.13.
Okay? To find the total surface area, I'm going to have to take the 71.1
Plus pi r
plus pi r squared.
squared. So pi times 4 times 4.
3.14
3.26.
times 4 squared. So the entire surface area would be 71.1
I got 121.9, but I used the.
1.4 is
times 16.
121.4.
71.1 plus 16 times 3.14.
50.61.
So you know what, real?
So the total surface area,
121.34.
inches squared. Okay?